It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. You mentioned turkey hunting.
Yeah.
Turkey hunting is it's like, and I like to relate this stuff back to business. Turkey hunting to me is like getting into a new service line. I've been like adamant about deer hunting for a long time and bow hunting and I gun hunt, not out of love of gun hunting, but because for a week it's the thing we do in Wisconsin and it's like a fun camaraderie thing. But I'm super passionate about bow hunting. Always have loved fishing, whether it's river fishing or Lake Michigan or deep sea or fishing on a lake for walleyes, whatever it is. I got a Boundary Waters trip coming up, going in the middle of nowhere, trolling for some lake trouts in a canoe. Lake trout, I would go with, I guess.
I think it's trout. Yeah.
Just getting carried away. But I haven't really gotten into turkey hunting. I've shot one tom with the bow. And I actually shot
with the bow?
With the bow. I shot it in the fall. I was out deer hunting and a big ass tom filled up. And Marty and I were like out. It was the first time I ever took her hunting. And this was a realization that you could only have after the fact. But you know how like you cut a chicken's head off?
Yeah.
Around for a while?
Still runs, yeah.
I'm used to shooting a deer with the bow. And it runs, but it just like runs away.
Yeah.
You might see it fall, but most of the time you don't. Like even if it falls within 100 yards, like most of the time it gets into some thick stuff and you don't see it drop.
Yeah.
Well, when you shoot a turkey with a bow, you have to watch it die. Like it's like it's not gonna run. Like if you don't hit it vitally, it might run away. But if you hit it vitally, it's like a chicken with its head cut off. It's gonna flop around there for like 5 minutes.
You can't stop the flop.
You can't. They're just going to be going bonkers. And especially like if you head shoot them with a gun, they flop around a hell of a lot less. But when you body shoot them with an arrow and hit them in the vitals, they flop around for 5 minutes. Like their nerves are still going. So like Marty, the first time I ever took her out hunting, like she had never been out hunting before. And we had like a 1.5-year buck come underneath us right at first light that we grunted in, and that was super cool. I got 5 yards broadside, got pulled back on it. Cool encounter. Not anything I was gonna shoot. We rattled in a trophy buck. She didn't get a good look at like how big it was, but we heard it coming and she saw it go away, and I was like, "Did you see how big it was?" Like, I mean, it was a monster. And she's like, "Not really." Like, it's actually like a lot like it is now hunting with my kids, where I'm like, "Did you see it?" And they're like, they kind of nod like yeah. And they're like, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't see it.
But so like we had a cool day of hunting, and then we were about to get down, and I just saw like some blobs coming through the woods at me, and I was like, like we got a turkey tag. Like they were probably 200 yards away, and sure enough, they just kept marching. And so at like 15 yards, I just popped a really nice tom. And thank God, and probably the only reason we got married is her reaction. Like, but this was probably one of those like pivotal is not a word, pivotal moments where like that could have been the end of our relationship. She could have been like, this guy's fucking nuts. Like he's killing stuff that flops around for 5 minutes. I'm not a huge fan. But instead her reaction was, that was awesome. Like those were her exact words after about a minute of shock. Because I think it took her back a little bit to be like, holy shit, this thing is flopping around all over the place. And then all of his buddies, he's Tom, but maybe Bob and Paul step over and they're like looking around at him like, yo, what's up, man? Like, what are you doing? And he's flopping around.
Yeah.
But I haven't shot a turkey since. I like turkey hunted once last year for a day. This year, I was like, I got to get into turkey hunting. It's almost like our friend Audrey had said this about sushi, which is she's like, I don't think anybody actually likes sushi.
What?
They just want to be cool because it's like cool to like sushi.
Okay, I get that.
And she's like, I wish I really liked sushi because it's so cool and I want to be cool. And I kind of had the same thing for turkey hunting. Like I don't have a passion for turkey hunting, but like I want to.
Yeah.
I really want to be involved in turkey hunting and have it be a thing that I can do in the spring. So this year I was like, I'm getting into turkey hunting.
Yeah.
So I took Danny, my 6-year-old, she turns 7 next month. We went out just like for one morning. It was absolutely gorgeous out. We heard like 4 toms gobbling. We showed up a little late. It was already getting light out, but the toms were still roosted, just belting out, right? Like, I mean, a few hundred yards away. and we only had a little 10-acre spot behind my buddy's house, and we sat back there, called, nothing came, didn't see a thing. And my calling probably sucked, right? In all honesty, like they're probably going the other way.
Are you using a box call or?
I've got a slate and then I've got a mouth call. I've been practicing at the bus.
Yeah, I'm horrible with the mouth call.
I'm getting better. I don't have it with me, but I practice at the bus stop because there's turkeys in our neighborhood, and I can get them to gobble back.
Yeah, that's cool.
But so we didn't see anything. We just ended up dicking around with Ben's. We were at Ben's house. And we were dicking around with his 4-wheelers and we got those really stuck in the mud. And so turkey hunting was like an hour-long endeavor. And then I did so like, again, the business example of it, it's like it's getting into like a new service, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to test the waters, I want to try this thing, and I watch enough of it. Like I watch the Hunting Public dudes in their turkey tour, and so like I have an idea of how to go get this thing done. But my idea of turkey hunting was always like you just sit there with some decoys out in front of you and you wait and you call and they come to you. And then I learned like, well, actually the hens oftentimes like go to the toms, and the toms are gobbling to call the hens in. And so if you just sit still, like they're usually not going to come all the way to you. Like you got to play a little cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.